Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are starting day 3 of our Declutter Madness challenge. So today's challenge is our food pantry. So we're going to be taking everything out of the pantry, sorting through it, pulling out all the expired food, and then putting back what we want to keep. So let's go ahead and get started. So I just want to take a second and talk about the different items that I have in my cleaning tray. Now you can definitely use a bucket or a box. You don't need anything fancy for this, but I just put some items together that I thought it would be helpful for going room to room. So in my cleaning tray I have a magic eraser, I have some glass cleaner, some rags, some microfiber cloths, and back here I have some paper towels, some multi-purpose cleaner, and then some trash bags. So these are some of the items that I will be using. You definitely can add things or take things away depending on what you feel like you need in your cleaning tray. And let's start cleaning. Alright, so this is everything that came out of that top cabinet. So now I'm going to sort through it, check expiration dates, see what we want to still keep. If there's anything we can donate, we definitely will. And then from there, we'll start putting things back. Okay, so I've sorted through everything, pulled out all the expired items, and sorted things into categories, and now I'm ready to go ahead and start putting things back in the cabinet. I'm going to be using some Dollar Tree bins to kind of try and reorganize some of this stuff, and let's go ahead and start putting it back. So we vacuumed out the cabinet, wiped it out, and now we're ready to go ahead and start putting everything back in. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking stuff out of the cabinet. I'm going to do a couple shelves at a time, take everything out, sort through it, check expiration dates, and then start putting things back in the cabinet that we want to keep. It's also a good idea at this time to go ahead and make a list of anything you're running low on, so that way you know when you go to the store next time you can stock up on those items. So one thing I want to go ahead and add to the pantry is to put new liners on the shelves. This just helps the cans not slide around and things fall out of the cabinet. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and start putting things back on these shelves. going to take one more look at what it looked like before. And now the after. Okay, so let me give you a little tour of what we got going on in here. We've got our cereals here, we've got some cake mixes here, some other breakfast foods there. Here we've got some baking supplies. We've also got some other baking supplies in here, like smaller things like chocolate chips and that kind of thing. And then in here we've got our jellos and puddings and things we use for making pies. So that's how the top turned out. I think it looks really good. And let's move on to the bottom half. Okay, so let me give you a little tour of this part of our pantry. We do have a lot of canned goods in here. Up here we have our soups. On this part of the shelf we have our seasonings and dressings. On the second shelf we have our veggies. On the third shelf we have our fruit. And then over here we have some meat, and then these are just some things that didn't fit on the other shelves, so they just kind of fit in there. Okay, so on this fifth shelf we've got our tomatoes, our sauces, we've got our pickles, popcorn, rice. On the next shelf we have our pastas, stuffing mix, beans, potatoes, more pasta. And then on the very bottom, if you remember how crazy, messy, dirty, cluttered that area was, I took everything out, reorganized it. We did downsize a little bit, but mostly we just kind of reworked some of the stuff that was there. So in this basket we have our string and painter's tape. And in here we have our outlet adapters and extension cords. And then on that far side we have our citronella candles. So there you have it. Day 3, our food pantry is done. So we're ready to move on to day 4. But before we do that, if you're still watching this video at this point, leave me a fruit emoji comment in the comments down below so that I know you're still watching. And day 4 of our Declutter Madness challenge is going to be our desk area. So like our office desk area. So that's going to be day 4. So you don't want to miss that. So be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss that video when it comes out. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.